771-6917, 771-6917, and ask about their complimentary hood cleaning services.
Hey there, business owners. Do you feel lost in a sea of numbers, struggling to navigate your day-to-day accounting? At Lighthouse CPAs, they specialize in guiding businesses to make more money and keep more of what you make. From bookkeeping to tax planning, they've got you covered. Plus, with their user-friendly software, managing your finances has never been easier. Spend less time on paperwork and more time growing your business. Call Lighthouse CPAs 850-785-5254.
Port St. Joe, powered by Panama City Toyota.
And that's out of the ballpark.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub! I'm full of water. I stay hot tub. Hot tub. Gonna get you hot tub. I'm gonna make it wet. Stay hot tub. Rubber dub in the hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Should I get in the hot tub? Yeah. Will it make me sweat? Yeah. Should I get in the hot tub? Yeah. Will it make me wet? Yeah.
Well. And good morning, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The man, the myth, the legend.
Guess who's back in town?
Back in town. Since he's been gone, we've had quite a...
Chaos has ensued, and we're blaming you for it, Doctor.
Yeah, he's been real quiet lately. He's been doing a lot of traveling.
And nobody's known where he hasn't called in.
Well, the biggest thing he's done, when he went and visited one certain man and told him it's probably time that he pulls out of the race. You and Obama had a lot of pull over him, man. Good job.
You're giving me a lot of credit for that, huh?
Yeah, unbelievable. You got no Joe. Joe's pulled out. And then you got Trump has gotten, they shot Trump. They tried to kill Trump. What's happening? You leave, everything goes crazy.
I don't know what to tell you.
He didn't know what to say.
Well, no. I'm prayed up. I don't know about the rest of you two.
Yeah, there you go. I knew he had it.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that there was a opening ceremony and they thought they saw you sitting on some stage.
Easy now.
I said, no way.
Ain't no way.
No way. But Chad Mitchell
I'm not real happy about
like
that stuff.
What did you think about that?
I think people need God in their life. That's what I think.
But, they did not mean that.
Yeah.
They did not mean that. Why are you getting upset?
Yeah.
They didn't mean it.
Well, I mean, inside, I'm not upset. I feel bad for them.
Yeah. I'm worried.
I mean, there is a real God out there, and that, that's my worldview, and we're going to all answer to him one day.
And they're about to prove that through quantum physics.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Let me ask you this: the Olympics. Wildcat was talking about it earlier this morning. I think he made a good point. It used to be it was an amateur sport.
Yeah.
And now that we have American professional basketball players playing it, all these other professionals, I guess, throughout the world. What do you think about that? Did you like it better when it was just nothing but amateurs? If you were a professional athlete, you couldn't participate?
I mean, how can they do that and get away with it and sleep at night?
I don't know. I look at it a little bit different. I mean, for instance, let's look at hockey. You look at hockey back in the 80s. I mean, yeah, we had that miracle on ice. We had amateurs that beat the professional Russian team. And I don't know. I've always felt that, a nation ought to be able to bring their best. And so that's
because the other countries are trained by the best, right?
Well, I mean, Russia were paying all their Olympic athletes, to do that all year, and I think we should be doing that as well. I think they should be getting something.
I'm sure they're still.
Well, now that they're playing college and high school ball players, they might as well.
Well, yeah, they're going to be
Olympic players.
But
everybody gets paid.
The professional players being part of the Olympics doesn't bother me.
Are they still I just don't know. I'm sure they are. They still test for steroids?
Yes. In fact, I want to say China got caught.
Oh, no,
and I want to say, was it swimming or diving or
Who would
something?
have thunk?
no, not China.
No,
Come
not
on.
China.
Well,
China would never do
Let me
that.
see if I can find the article.
Yeah,
Chad, let me ask you this. Can we go to China and buy their land? Can we go take a trip over to China? Hey, we're going to buy this land up by your Navy base. Are we allowed to do that? Does China let us do that?
Absolutely not.
But we let them do it. Do you understand that?
I understand it.
Are we
I don't want to say how I feel about it, but I understand it.
unbelievable?
And I should probably correct myself. It's an accusation that the Chinese swimmers have been doping.
Doping.
That's the way to say it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that,
All
that's
right.
that's what all the bikers do and that kind of thing, trying to
Yeah.
increase their endurance.
So now, all the things you've been involved in quietly, flying around the country, getting things done like you want.
Yeah. Hanging out with-
When we get back, sometime throughout the day, I'm going to really point out one thing is very critical and I think wrong what he did. And I'll tell you
what Chad did wrong.
What Chad did.
Here
Really,
we go.
I'm upset about
I'm
that.
getting blamed about everything.
I'm very upset about this one thing.
How dare you?
He talks.
No self accountability over
He
here.
talks Joe. He talks Joe not to go. Don't run. Then, then all of a sudden Trump gets shot. I don't know. I just don't know. Let me ask you so seriously. The Olympic ceremonies, they had like golden calves, the pale horse riding. This is what people are saying. The Last Supper. Is it just? You feel like they're just coming down on Christianity? What do you think it is?
Yeah, that's the appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they came out and said that's when it wasn't that.
Yeah. Well, all I know is there's a scripture that says God will not be mocked. You will reap what you sow.
Yep.
One major company, I don't know the name of the company, I apologize for that, they pulled out. They pulled their advertising. I don't see how you can do that if you got a contract. But anyway, they said they did. I don't know if it's true or not. To me, it's like if you got a contract, how do you pull out? But I can see there's a lot of people upset. A lot of people are not watching it now. But is that fair to not watch it, even though I have not watched one bit of it? I have not watched any of it.
I watched the gymnastics, a little bit of the gymnastics.
I like that.
Yesterday, them girls flying through the air like that, they just amaze me.
Yeah,
that they can do that.
Okay, well, calm down. Calm down. I know what you like about them.
Oh, gosh.
He was talking about their outfits.
I thought he
There
was
you go.
being good today.
They were sparkly.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, the people that said I'm not. What is that? Is that not?
I think it's
bad
the
for
only
athlete?
thing.
The athletes didn't do it.
I know, but I think it's the only thing they can do. They feel like, they need to do something about it. And I get that. It's the only thing they can do is not watch. So,
I don't want to talk to Mike. I'm talking to Doc. So I mean,
maybe he can bring some
right?
sanity to this show.
Are we right
Don't count on
not to
that.
watch it? Is that bad for the athletes because they didn't do?
I think it
anything
is
wrong?
bad for the athletes. And the athletes didn't ask for that kind of stuff to go on.
Well, let's ask Mike. We got him?
Yeah.
Is he on the phone? Good morning.
Bonjour, mes amis. I am calling from near Paris. I bet Manley won't take that bet. He's too smart. Is he there?
He won't even come. He's boycotting everything.
Well, he the diminution of the kicker in the American sport called football has got him depressed. Anyway, how is my favorite medicine? That means doctor in français.
I'm being blamed this morning, Mike.
Hey, he goes away, and for 2 weeks, and the world goes upside down.
You're all right, sir. It can change in a minute. I remember, listen, I didn't call to talk about president. I called to comfort people, okay? Because do you believe I am 25 miles from Paris?
No.
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 Paris,
You lose.
Paris, Texas.
Paris, Texas, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Paris, Arkansas. Arkansas.
Paris, Kentucky.
Paris, Kentucky.
Tennessee.
Oh, Paris, Tennessee. All right. Good.
Yeah, they got Tour de Eiffel over there. Multi-Pro trying to get on show. She's not compensated like I am. Anyway, little joke. I'm going into my Russian voice, man. I'll tell you what I'm really upset about. You outed me the other day and asked me what I was going to do this past weekend, which we don't live in the past, about sports, and I thought I was going to watch the Cardinals and the Cubs. Well, that's next weekend. okay? And it's on your network and might be on your radio station. I don't know. But I digress.
No, we do Atlanta Braves. Sorry.
Well, you can't do Atlanta Braves on Sunday night when there's only one game.
That's
now,
a good point.
Usually the
Good
Yankees and the Red Sox. Have you ever heard of them?
Yeah.
I've never seen them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. They're never on, are they? Monty Pooh wants to go out and kill scum. But I digress. I want to know, my real reason for calling is like, I don't keep up. I mean, you kind of caught me. I mean, I fell asleep before the Jim Dandy, which that may involve gambling at the horse race at Saratoga. But the dog didn't want to go out. Anyway, I know you don't care about that. But I want to know, where is this Oklahoma-Tennessee game? Where is it being played?
In Oklahoma.
Oh, my gosh. No wonder they're talking such smack.
In Oklahoma. The favorite son's coming home. He's coming home.
Well, I hope he does better than Butch Jones, who I don't know who scheduled that home and home with Oklahoma back in the day when he was coaching, but it might have been somebody doesn't collect a paycheck anymore. But at Tennessee, I'm sorry I'm talking about Tennessee on the Alabama show. By the way, of course it's better to have the field named after you. Right. I'm getting back on track. Thank you, producer, engineer. By the way, that's what we call a Kentucky Wildcat down here in Tennessee.
Watch it.
Okay. I take it all back.
Hey, Polecat. That's a new name.
Oh, that's a good play. That's a great
New
play.
name for him. Polecat. Not Wild.
Hey.
That name
Polecat.
That name really stinks. Look who's wearing the UK shirt. Hey, Mike,
For
he's
you.
wearing the UK shirt.
I got my Kentucky shirt on.
Go to YouTube, Mike.
Okay.
Go to YouTube and look.
He does. He's got something on it too. I think he's wearing part of his breakfast on there.
I only use Yahoo and MySpace. You know that, don't you?
You what now?
No, I don't use Facebook or YouTube. And I spy on y'all on Facebook, but I use MySpace and YouTube. Yahoo.
Yahoo.
I'm a traditionalist, okay? Which means I like to smoke my weed. Oh, excuse me, I don't want to go there. Anyway, Doc, have you ever had anybody come in and say they were suppressing bone-on-bone pain with hemp gummies? Have you had that happen?
Yeah.
Don't violate anybody.
Well, a lot of them might. They don't even use the gummies. They just smoke it.
Well, that's bad for your lungs. Hey, that's old school, man.
Now, listen. And I'm not promoting that. There are better ways to do that.
No, I would never do that either. Although I did see a college trainer pass one to a young man last year, and that's no lie. I mean, I hate to, break up your, whatever preconceived notions you have about college sports, like that they know how to drive. That's a Georgia remark. That's the newest thing. Georgia has 24 moving violations since they just had
no. They just had the worst one yet. And Kirby wished him happy birthday, and people went freaking nuts.
More than two fatalities? That's worse?
No. This guy got arrested.
I just want to make sure about
it. Child cruelty.
Oh yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about that later. But I
don't really like to talk about that. I got charged with that wrongfully one time because I gave mezcal worms to my grandson. When we were fishing, and somebody saw me do it. You know what mezcal is, don't you?
Tequila.
Hello?
Tequila.
Well, no, you can't be tequila. You got to be from Jalisco.
Well, mezcal is closest thing to it in layman's terms would be tequila.
Okay. By the way, I wanted to mention that. I don't know. Maybe we can get Eddie to work on this. He has inside information. You know what I'm saying?
Mezcal has the worm in it.
Is the border to Mexico the Nueces, the Brazos, or the Red?
What?
Wait a minute. It's the Bravo. It's the Rio Grande. I forgot. I'm sorry I'm getting political on a sports show. Bye. No, I'm not leaving yet. I did want to say this one thing.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. I know I've overstayed my welcome, but I love Paris, Kentucky. I've never been to Paris, Texas. But Paris, Kentucky is awesome. It's near Versailles, isn't it? Anyway, I'm not sure. That's Versailles. Oh, wait a second.
It's where the rolling hills meet the flat plains.
Well, Fasca Bush is pretty, man. She's pretty flat. I hope y'all don't have to pay BMI for this. But, that's from one of those groups I listen to that's younger. I don't like, when I talk to y'all, I talk about like Furlan Husky and stuff like that, That's what guys like. Coach, who's your favorite non-James Brown Elvis singer.
Oh, man.
Pink Floyd.
Put you on the spot.
Pink Floyd and Eagles.
I like the Eagles. I like Pink Floyd.
What Pink Floyd's your favorite one? Your favorite song?
Heck, I don't. Money. Probably Money.
Well,
Probably Money. That's common. I like Learning to Fly.
Let's go back on the album.
And then there's another one, Run Like Hell, which I'm about to do.
Oh, yeah.
Go Troy State.
Hey, he's back. If you get injured in any way, there's only one guy you go see. The legend. 25 years on Bay County sidelines. You just don't get that anymore. 25 years. But you just don't take care of athletes. You can take care of old men like Thomas
I take
Sandemeyer.
care of a lot of people.
It's like
absolutely.
Polecat. I mean, it's old bodies. It's falling apart.
Man, I hope that don't stick.
Polecat.
What's the best way to get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates, 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
Talk about that robot.
We're doing
so
robotic
great
knee
about
replacements. It allows for extreme precision is the best way to say it. Just precision on the knee replaplements. You get better
Recovery's probably
quicker, faster. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the reason you need to go to Chad Mitchell. That's the reason we send athletes there. If you get any type of injury, you're down here visiting, something happens, you call Chad Mitchell. What about emergency? I ask you that off the air. J. Michael's Restaurant, the best seafood, the coldest beer, the legendary J. Michael's. We had a great lunch there yesterday. We had a grilled chicken salad. It was outstanding. Julie had grilled shrimp on her salad. Really good. At the legendary J. Michael's. For all your real estate closing, there's only one name to know. Well, actually a couple. Chuck Tucker and South Oak Title and Closing, #1. They're the best at what they do, no question. Anytime you get real estate deals, closings, it's South Oak Title and Closing, it's Chuck Tucker. Speaking of #1, Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. They're there for you anytime, day or night. You call, if it breaks down, call them. They'll be out there as soon as they can. They'll fix every problem you have. They do an incredible job. Stevenson Air Conditioning throughout Northwest Florida, #1 at what they do. Get it serviced about every six months, Also, don't forget Charlie Corner's place on 15th Street, brand new. It's outstanding. 1 meat, 3 sides for $11.20. And we got to go. We'll be right back. Chad Mitchell, 104.3, ESPN Northwest Florida.
America's team plays here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's number 10.
The Atlanta Braves on ESPN Northwest Florida. Charlie Morton, Max Fried, and Chris Sale lead the Braves' dominant pitching rotation.
That's 18 up, 18 down.
Sponsored by Panama City Toyota, LS Agency Insurance, Bestway Portable Buildings, PCB Hobby, and ESPN Northwest Florida.
Got him swinging. Strike 3.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Monday. A variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the west and temps near 89. Tonight we will have a possibility of thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies and be quite warm at 81. Partly sunny in the morning but otherwise definite thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 91. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Take control of your adventure and discover the new Kia at Bill Burr Kia. Our SUV family is built for all-in adventures and endless possibilities. Whether you're traveling on the highways or off-road, you'll do it with grace and grit. Now offering 1.9% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2024 Kia Sorento or a new 2024 Kia Sportage. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Bill Burr Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. The road is yours in an all-new Kia from Bill Bird Kia.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2024 Kia Sorento or 2024 Kia Sportage with $2,165 per 1,000 financed at 48 months. Quantities limited. No down payment required. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers must take delivery from dealer stock through 9/3/24.
He doesn't try on clothes at the department stores. He just rips stuff off the hanger and lives with the consequences for years.
It's classy, it's intriguing.
He's sexy, sassy, and full of spunk.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, Chad. Your dreams were It's about time you get your butt back. Welcome back.
Now you know why he's
Get back, Chad.
When I was a kid, I watched this show.
Yeah, and we're just glad you're back. Thank you, Pocat. That was nice of you to do that.
He did it.
I think it's going to stick.
Oh man.
I mean, we were lost. Remember, a couple Mondays it just didn't click.
Oh yeah. Well, we took one of them off.
Yeah, one of them we said, "Heck with this, Chad's not here." We did.
We did.
And the other one was terrible. I mean, I didn't think it was very good at all. My back was hurting. Trying to carry everything by myself. Who was helping us that day? Do you remember who it was?
Manley didn't come in?
Oh, yeah. No,
might have been
Glenn was
Manley.
in. Glenn was here. That's right.
So you had to carry him too.
No, Glenn's good. Glenn's good. But anyway, we're glad you're back, really. Dr. Chad Mitchell, the legend, is back in the studio. We're glad of that. Now, we've talked of all the things that have happened. Can we blame Chad? Yeah, we do. We usually do, especially behind his back when he's not here. When you're not here, we say a lot of things behind your back. But we've had so many things happen throughout the country. But even with, him talking Joe out of it, everything that's happened in the Olympics, everything is going on.
Even the weather.
Even the weather.
Even the rain.
The rain.
It's been raining since you left.
Yeah. It's just
nonstop.
This is the worst thing I think he's done. And we know you're behind this.
Oh, here we go.
4-star. He's plays defensive back. He's a corner.
Okay.
Last name's Gordon. He's from Jackson, Alabama. He flips his commitment. He's been committed to the University of Alabama. He's flipped his commit from Alabama to UCF.
Oh,
to UCF.
Now I see why I'm getting blamed.
To UCF. When I read this, I said, Chad Mitchell is in the building. Elvis?
Something to do with that.
Something is going on.
So he jumped on the Gus bus, huh?
Yeah. He's 6 foot, 195 pounds, good looking kid. The 19th best cornerback in the nation by 24/7.
Well, he must be fast.
He's 250. I don't know. It's 24/7 or not. He's 254th best overall player in the class of 2026. So we have time to flip him back. But he's had last year. He had 30 tackles, 7 pass breakups, 1 interception. He committed to University of Alabama May 18th. May 18th, and all of a sudden, and listen, he picked Bama over Georgia, LSU, and Michigan. All of a sudden, after Chad was gone for a while, you were spotted in Jackson, Alabama. We know you were there. We got radar on you. We can show you where your little jet landed in that cornfield. And now, all of a sudden, he believes this Central Florida is a better fit.
So you're telling me that I convinced this guy to leave my first favorite team, my first love in college football, to go to my third love.
We think you have gone. Hey, all the other things you've done the last 2 weeks to throw the world upside down.
I will tell you this. I can see, because my daughter went to UCF and I've been on the campus and I see what they're about. And then, they finally got a top coach in Gus Malzahn. I can see what the kid is seeing.
You're telling me you're trying to tell me Central Florida has better football facilities than the University?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But I mean,
I can play back what you
Orlando's
said.
a big city. It's a big city. There's a lot to do there. It's different from Jackson, Alabama. I'm just saying. You got to. Don't get me wrong, I like Tuscaloosa as well, but there's a huge difference between Orlando and Tuscaloosa, and I'm not saying that Orlando's better. I'm the kind of guy that would probably prefer Tuscaloosa to Orlando, but there are a lot of fun things to do.
Jackson, Alabama would be okay with me.
We live in the state of Florida. Florida is a desirable place to live, right?
Is that what you told him?
No, that's not what I told him.
Okay, now we know what his sell pitch is.
I told him to stay at Alabama.
He told us, look, if you want to live in Florida when you graduate from college, you got to go play one of the schools there. And Gus knows how to beat Alabama. When I saw this, I said, I got to write this down. I got to let Mitchell know.
I always get blamed for the UCF stuff.
But this guy's a good ball player. There's no doubt about that. Good pickup for Gus Malzahn. He did say he's a better fit to go.
And it's not over. I mean, he could flip again.
This is a class of 2026.
Oh, that was class of 2026?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So right now in the class of 2026, Alabama's only got one 4-star cornerback commitment. He is a cornerback. DB Barney, I think is his last name. So we had two, now we got one. But we're not going to get into Auburn right now. Got a lot of good Auburn kicking butt. Big Cat weekend was really successful this past weekend. Not so much for Bama. That one thing that's really upset some people. But we'll get into that a little bit later. I want to jump, if you don't mind. We can jump into Kirby. And I don't like the way people are talking about Kirby Smart. It's all about winning, and that's it. That's at every university. It's all about winning at every school.
Yeah.
Exactly. You tell me what school is not about winning.
Yeah.
It's all about winning with him. That's what every single coach in the country, it's in every AD.
I was about to say.
All about winning. If you think differently, then you're in the wrong
world.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about it.
And they're paid millions of dollars to win.
$13 million by Kirby.
Yeah.
$13 million a year.
Oh, man.
Is he not the most highest paid coach?
He is now.
He is now.
Yeah.
The next closest is what, 10.2?
Dabo, I think, makes 11. Yeah, I got that somewhere. But here we go. Georgia's wide receiver. The kid's last name is Thomas. He's suspended indefinitely. I mean, he's off the team, following arrest. Now listen to this. On charges of cruelty to children, battery. He was going to be a key part in Georgia's 2024 offense. I think he was. Thompson was arrested Friday morning, 3:20 in the morning. Why do you think they did that? Why do you want? I guess they wanted to. It must have been pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad. This is
they always do busts early in the morning if you go down through the police files.
Yeah, let's ask Polecat. He knows a lot about this. He got a lot of information on you. Yeah, what do you know all about this stuff? This happened in Kentucky or Cincinnati with you?
What? Which one?
The early morning bust.
This is why blue is his favorite color.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going.
He likes orange too.
It's the new black.
With stripes.
Yeah.
The black stripes.
Numbers on the back. Anyway, they come in, they break in, they arrest him at 3:20 in the morning. But the sad thing about this is his second arrest on similar charges. In January of 2023, he was detained on a felony charge of false imprisonment and also a misdemeanor charge on family violence. Listen to this though. All of a sudden, the charges were dropped. So he got away with something earlier. Same type of stuff. This time didn't work out for him. This time they're going to throw the book at him, I think, right now, and probably deserves to be honest. But you know what? You're not guilty. You're innocent, presumes innocent, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's just be careful about that.
And you know what happened? What's the whole story?
Thompson played at Mississippi State 2 years before he transferred to Georgia, and this is what's interesting. And I've seen Chaz's little jet at this town. He's from Eufaula, Alabama. He's an Alabama native. Did he learn that violence in Eufaula? What's the most dangerous city?
No.
What's the most violent city in the country?
Not Eufaula.
No.
That's for sure.
Bessemer, Alabama.
Is the most violent?
Yeah, per capita.
Way.
How is that possible?
How is that possible?
Per capita. You got to listen to. You got to read between the lines. It is. Go look it up.
I hadn't been to Bessemer.
Birmingham, Montgomery, or terrible.
Oregon, or Seattle, or
wrong.
California, or
wrong.
Texas.
Wrong. Anyway, Kirby's kicked him off the team. Now, what happened though? You have somebody on this social media. You have somebody that helps you with it. All of a sudden, it came a big throughout everywhere you see it. Happy birthday, Thomas. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. And people go nuts. What? This guy's arrested for beating up kids and stuff, and Kirby's wishing him happy birthday. They took it off really quick. And what it is, they have people that work university to do these things, let the kids know that the coaches care about them. And I don't think Kirby actually did it. I think one of the people, I think it was automatically does it when the kids have a birthday. I think.
Yeah, they probably like YouTube and all that.
It's
other
like I do with
stuff.
Chad. I got to automatically try to do something nice for him.
Pops up.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder.
So
shows up every
everybody,
year.
we'll come back. Well, if we get a chance, we'll come back to this about Georgia.
Yeah, and I want to issue a correction to what you said.
Okay. We want to. Well, thank you, Chad.
Stick up for you, Paul.
We will not.
No. St. Louis, Missouri is the highest.
No,
per
it's
capita.
not.
That's what the
that's
internet
wrong.
says.
Now,
That's more believable.
I watched the Birmingham News. They're from there. They know what's going on. This is what the Democrats want you to believe. I'm telling you facts. I'm giving you facts. All right, we get back. We got Chad Mitchell, FSU, Kirby Smart. Cares about his players. He works them hard. Yes, he wants to win, but this happens everywhere. Not just Georgia, but since they win so much, there's a lot of focus on Georgia. And when you win, people hate you and people love you, depending on what side of the fence you're on. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Hey, take that polecat, you Kentucky Wildcat. Let's talk. We got him in the studio right now, Dr. Chad Mitchell. If you have any type of injury, go see Chad. 25 years on Bay County sidelines. That's a record around here. You imagine 25 years every Friday night.
You're going to be there this year too, right?
Absolutely.
Going to be there.
I'm sorry, Chad. he's in that jar since 5 o'clock this morning. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. We went and saw the movie Twister, and we enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I mean, you know, it was pretty good. You need to go see it. I think people like it. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, we went there after the movie. We had a great meal, great time. Got to see David a little bit. It was packed out, too. And guys never usually go that late, but it was a lot of people there. Happy hour, buy one, get one free. We're talking about house wine, small margarita, draft beer. They got lunch specials every single day. It's right across the street from the Navy base. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. Rudy's Barbecue on Bat Beach Road. If you have a business, if you're a doctor and you have people you really care about and work in your office, you can really give them a great surprise. You can have Rudy's Barbecue cater their lunch, cater dinner, or party. And even breakfast. Yes, I said it, even breakfast. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Rudy's Barbecue. We went by there Sunday, and they were packed out. They're doing really well. Get down to Rudy's Barbecue, have a wonderful time. The best barbecue turkey you'll get, and ham you'll get anywhere. Try that sausage, it's incredible. Rudy's Barbecue on Back Beach Road. Newbies, we have now 4 great locations, 3 on Panama City Beach, the mothership, Newbies Still in the Curve, go watch all sporting events, and then the brand new one over in St. Andrews. We'll have more on that later, but we love Newbies. We love Charlotte and John.
If they were open yet.
And don't forget about skin cancer. 1 in 5 develop it. Dr. Chad Mitchell can send you to Dr. Ward, and he'll solve all your problems. You listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday at 7:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Let's take a break. 104.3
You need
ESPN North. You got me riled up when you told me you looked up and I was wrong. I'm not wrong.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Atlanta Braves play here.
We're giving away family 4-packs of tickets to see the Atlanta Braves play the Washington Nationals on August 24th during the Week of Winning. Your first chance to win Braves tickets will be with the Coach James Hale Show, Tuesday, August 6th at 7:40. Plus, listen to the Inside Drive and the Afternoon Underdogs for more chances to win during the Week of Winning on your home for the Atlanta Braves.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Attention homeowners, are you dreaming of a backyard oasis? Look no further than S&R Fencing, your go-to destination for quality outdoor transformations. At S&R, they specialize in crafting custom fences, decks, retainer walls, and all exterior construction that not only enhances the beauty of your home, but also stands the test of time. Their experienced team takes pride in delivering top-notch craftsmanship with a personal touch. S&R Fencing, locally owned, licensed, and insured, and a member of the BBB.
As a realtor, it's important who you choose as your title company. May we suggest South Oak Title? Their offices are modern, comfortable, and state-of-the-art. South Oak Title can close transactions in any location in Florida, Alabama, and Tennessee. Their free mobile app allows realtors to deliver a net sheet in seconds. They provide mobile closing services to accommodate buyers and sellers. Their offices are beautifully decorated, state-of-the-art, complete, safe, and secure. South Oak Title, creating a better title and closing experience through technology and tailored service. Visit them online at southoaktitle.com.
Hey there, business owners. Do you feel lost in a sea of numbers, struggling to navigate your day-to-day accounting? At Lighthouse CPAs, they specialize in guiding businesses to make more money and keep more of what you make. From bookkeeping to tax planning, they've got you covered. Plus, with their user-friendly software, managing your finances has never been easier. Spend less time on paperwork and more time growing your business. Call Lighthouse CPAs 850-785-5254.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
He's the sexiest man on the planet.
Live and local from the J. Michael Studio. The Sports Talk Must. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! FSU update is brought to you. I just got through talking about Miss Charlotte and John and newbies. Newbies still on the curve. You want to watch all sporting events, especially professional baseball right now. You can watch the Olympics if you choose to. You get on newbies and watch it right there and have a wonderful time. Then later at night, head on down to the mothership where you hear the best bands in the Southeast every Friday and Saturday night. They got the Booze and Brews, which we have a lot of people having birthday parties and things of that nature over there. And a brand new one in St. Andrews. We'll talk more about that when I find out more about it. Looking forward to that. But Charlotte's always giving back to the community. Wonderful person, beautiful person, inside and out. Go support newbies. They do so many great things for our community. Her and John, both outstanding people. All right, Chad, what do you have today for us on FSU?
Well, I think there were about 4 practices into this, preseason or summer practice, and FSU's looking towards this game with Georgia Tech in Ireland to start. In fact, it's going to be one of the first, if not the first, like Division I games. Yeah. So over in Ireland. But anyway, there've been a lot of positive things happening at practice. We'll talk about the quarterbacks here in a little bit, and I hope I can pronounce this kid's name correctly, his first name. I believe it's Azaria Thomas.
It is.
Yeah, it's he's a cornerback. The defensive backs have been just shining. Now, it makes you want to ask the question, okay, are the quarterbacks messing up? And
or how good is that quarterback?
How good are these corners? A lot of people are saying these corners are corners, defensive backs. These defensive backs are that good. And this Azaria Thomas had another interception, pass breakups. He's just, shining like a star. And so the defensive secondary for FSU, people are having a lot of confidence in that based on what they're seeing. Some of the other players to mention are Kyle Morlock and Emery Williams at tight end. Kyle Morlock is, looking like a, All-American type player at tight end. Everybody's saying how well he's doing. There are some new players out there that they're, trying to figure out where to place. And one of these is this Micaiah Danzy, who's new to the program, but apparently is super talented, and they're talking about him in the backfield or at receiver or various other places, possibly on special teams. Getting to the quarterbacks, they brought in DJ Uiagalelei, and also they had Brock Glenn, who was the quarterback at the end of the season. And those two are looking really good with their timing. The big knock on DJ was that, and I saw it in spring, he looked like he was a little off. The timing's off. And, and part of that could just be he's learning the system. This is a different system than what he's been in, that kind of thing. Well, that timing is there. I'm sure they've worked on it off season.
Let me ask you this, Chad, because I get confused. They get like an article like this. They talk about how good the DBs are playing intercepted passes, breaking the ball, breakups, and all this stuff. And then they turn around and say the quarterback's timing's really good.
Yeah, something's not right.
Yeah, something doesn't match up.
Well, I often think about Nick Saban and people asking him questions in the spring and that kind of thing about what's going on here and there. And, his answer sometimes was, when everybody is doing their best, sometimes there's a player that rises to the occasion on a particular play and makes a great play. Mm-hmm. It's not that the other person messed up. It's that just this person makes a great play. And I think that's what they're getting at.
If that's the case, that's a good thing.
Right, exactly. And I think that's where they're going with this, that there are some players that just here and there, that they make the play. They do something that wasn't expected.
So I got to see it to believe it.
I do too.
Especially the quarterback at Florida State. And we talked about it. I keep hearing they're going to be really good. But they're not going to be an elite unless that quarterback can get the ball down the field to the receivers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If he's good, if he's really, because I just, it's hard to believe in him when you've seen what he's done in the past, especially at Clemson and other places. But the longer you do it, the better you get at it. So he should be a lot better than what he was back then. But we need to see it.
Yeah. So some of the other players that are, looking good at practice, Fentrell Cypress, he's a defensive back. Of course, Lawrence Toafili, we know he's a great back. Another defensive back, Shaheem Brown. Linebacker, Cam Riley. Wide receivers, Hakeem Williams. Defensive end, Patrick Payton. In fact, they were talking about Patrick Payton and special teams. He's got such speed, getting to, say, a quarterback, but they're using him in special teams to try to block kicks, and apparently his speed is on display for that. Defensive lineman Joshua Farmer and defensive lineman Daryl Jackson. These are all the people that are the standouts so far in these practices that are going on. Of course, this is week 2 coming up for the Seminoles.
Cannot wait. We're getting closer and closer to college football. Again, you talk to people in the word on the street that FSU's going to be really, really good. Did you see what the percentages they give a chance to who wins the ACC football this year? And not Clemson, not Louisville, not Miami, but number 1, FSU, best chance to win the ACC. They have a 26% chance of winning the ACC. Number 2 is Clemson with a 12% chance to winning, 19% chance winning the ACC. Number 3 was Louisville. They have a 12% chance. And I was surprised. I thought most people were giving a lot of love for Miami. Miami's actually 4th behind Louisville. They get a 10%. SMU, wow, that kind of surprised me. SMU is already up to number 5. 9%. NC State, 8. North Carolina, Mac Brown only has a 4% chance of winning the ACC. Cal, another new member, has 3%. I keep hearing about how much improved Virginia Tech is. They got 3%. And number 10, and they only did the top 10, and that was Pitt. They got a 2% chance of winning the ACC. And I apologize, I don't know who did. It's one of those betting sites, so I don't know which one it was. But that surprised me. Louisville, they played for it last year in their coach's first year. He's a really good coach. I don't think we can sleep on them. They might be really good. Miami's supposed to be back. We'll find out. They play Florida week 1. We'll know more about them. And then Clemson. How good's Clemson? That's the bit. How good is Clemson? I think defensively Clemson's going to be good. I'm not sure about their offense.
Well, they're playing Georgia to start. And so
we'll find out.
Yeah, you're going to find out which of those 2 teams is for real.
Yeah, my voice is going already. When you don't get sleep and people keep you up all night, and you got to get up and work,
listen to this,
really gets you to you mentally and physically. The prep that I put in 3 in.the.morning till now, it's amazing.
All weekend long.
Yeah. But more than I need to go.
No food, no rest.
Hey, Chad, you got the rest of the day. My voice is really hurting me. Anyway, thank you for the FSU update.
It was a good one.
Yeah, we cannot wait. I got a buddy of mine that's going to go. He's the head coach invited him over there. Big booster. He's going to go over there, and he's going to give me some information when he gets back, some inside information, how good this quarterback's going to be. That's the key to Florida State's offense. And I think their season, if the quarterback's outstanding, you've seen teams in the past that win national championship without great quarterbacks. Alabama's done it several years, but they were loaded on defense and they had a good running game. Maybe this is what we see from Florida State this year. I'm not sure, but as soon as we know, we'll let you guys know. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. I want to thank John and Charlotte for the Florida State update. Get up, newbies, have a great time. No doubt about that. And we are excited about the new newbies. It'll be the 4th one in Bay County. over in St. Andrews. Looking forward to that. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen for you. Jason will be here tomorrow. Look forward to that. He always brings some great insight to what's going on in the world of college athletics. Also, Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Great place to go have lunch, especially on Wednesdays. 10 sides, 10 wings and a side. 10 wings and a side for $9.99. Only on Wednesdays. But they got the 10 for 10 going all the time. Pat Perno does a great job. I love him. He's the best city commissioner Lynn Haven's ever had. The guy's incredible. No doubt about that. Turf Pro Pest Control. You want the yard to look absolutely beautiful. Pat can make that happen. Pat knows what he's doing. Paparazzi Pizza. If you love pizza, only one place to go, that is Paparazzi. They got a bakery, deli, bar. They got it all at Paparazzi. Go check it out on Thomas Drive. And you know what we're going to be doing? You know what ESPN's going to do? You know what Randy's going to do? We're going to give away a family, okay?
A family pack.
4 people to Atlanta Braves baseball tickets. August 6th, it's a Tuesday.
Yep.
So if you want to take your family over there, we're going to give you the tickets.
We're going to do that about 7:30, 7:40 next Tuesday.
Wow. Unbelievable.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Are we eligible to get these tickets?
No, but we can kind of like submit our names.
Let's just say the family get 1, 2 instead of 4. No, that's
that's
we can't do
a good
that.
idea.
Anyway, if you want to win 4 tickets to the Atlanta Braves, just keep it right here in your
keep it right
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back, we got the Florida Gators. What's going on down in Gainesville? Chad Mitchell will let you know. Be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida, available on all your devices.
Connected.
Here are your favorite sports talk hosts.
The Coach James Hale Show. You're listening to the Inside Drive live. The afternoon underdog.
And your favorite teams.
Braves winning!
We're live on the app. Tune in, Alexa, ESPNPC.com, Facebook, YouTube, and in your car at 101.9 and 104.3. Wherever you go, there we are. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Monday. A variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the west and temps near 89. Tonight we will have a possibility of thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies and be quite warm at 81. Partly sunny in the morning but otherwise definite thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 91. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Love a great deal? This is the big one. The Big One sales event is going on now, and you can get 3.99% APR plus 90 days until you make your first payment on Camry's new elevated design. Make every drive count and get 2.99% on the stylish Corolla. Rule every adventure and get 2.99% on a new RAV4. Or enjoy the power and get 1.99% on the tough Tundra. Come see us for the big one at Panama City Toyota.
Offer ends July 31st. Visit PanamaCityToyota.com for details.
Man, is it hot. Not only is the weather hot, the savings on name brand Western wear at that boot store is sizzling. During their 60th anniversary celebration going on now. Shop the hot deals in air conditioning comfort and be amazed at the tremendous selections of Carhartt work clothes and Western wear available at that boot store. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 9 till 5. Friday and Saturday, 9 until 5:30. Next to Bill Burkey at 15th Street, Panama City. That boot store where God is good all the time.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Bonafide and qualified.
Live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
Certified.
From the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Oh, finally. Hey. Baba, baba. Play it. That's good. That's good. It's not in the way you told me.
No way you say.
That's not in the way you say you care. People don't remember what you say. People remember what you do. People remember kindness.
They do.
Always show kindness.
Yep.
Even when you get mad at certain people, show kindness.
Even when they're calling you names.
He ain't like calling you polecat.
Polecat, stuff like that. You got to look beyond that and look
show
to the inner person.
That's a good song, by the way. It really is truly a good song. Chad, show me kindness today. I know it's hard to do so, but
It is hard.
I'm tired.
Listen, you've had 2 weeks of my kindness.
It's kind of true. Okay. What do you got for us today on the Florida Gators?
Well, there's not a lot coming out about the practice other than there have been some videos released in social media about some of the Florida players lifting weights. And just to kind of give you an example here, let's see if I can find my information again. This is about Tyler Miles, the new, weight lifting coach, if you will, or the strength and conditioning coach. That he had people like Josiah Davis squatting 500 pounds, freshman running back Jada Ba squatted 550 pounds, and then Graham Mertz had a power video on. And so they're really talking in how Tyler Miles may be transforming their strength and conditioning, and they're really looking forward to see the Gators to be a little bit more strong and more in shape than they have been in the past. And they're saying that Tyler Miles is really making the push behind the scenes. And so he's one of those behind the scenes coaches that, you don't often hear about him. Sometimes you see him on the sidelines or whatever else. But anyway, this Tyler Miles apparently is the guy that Florida wanted, and they're excited about what he's doing right now.
Well, let's think about how important the strength and conditioning coaches are. A lot of coaches tell you they're most important. I mean, recruiting is everything. You got to get great players in there, but these guys develop them big, strong, faster. The bigger and stronger and faster, a better chance you're going to have to win ball games.
Oh, yeah.
But this guy is knocking out of the ballpark. Florida might be better than what people think. We were talking about with this schedule, they're going to win 4 games, 5 games. Who knows, man? They might have, like Stowe Spurrier, he never lies. He tells you exactly what he thinks, and he thinks the team can win 8 games. He's just not saying that.
Yeah.
So
he's seeing something.
He sees something we don't see, and he knows what he talked about. It's getting me to believe that they're going to win more than everybody thinks.
They might. And you think about those last 5 games. That's the worst schedule of anybody in the country. but I told some Florida fans, if they win all those games, we'll know who number 1 in the nation is.
Wow.
So they have the opportunity to really show what they can do this year.
But think about it. You talk. Everybody keeps focusing on the last 5, and they're brutal. There's no doubt about it.
All of those last 5 teams are going to be top 10
But
teams.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's 2 teams. The other 2 teams in the state of Florida, they're playing. That's their Super Bowl. Miami's going to go in there and play better. Miami's going to be ready to play. They're not going to be intimidated. Miami plays really well in games with You go look at the past games there. They've always played good there. Mm-hmm. And then you got Central Florida, your favorite team, Gus Malzahn. This is like their Super Bowl.
Well, and you just got through saying earlier in the show that Gus Malzahn's recruiting well.
Yeah.
Gus Malzahn's trying to, take that program to another level.
He's got a quarterback in there that looks like Cam Newton, big, huge, physical guy that can run. His passing hadn't been that great in the past, but we'll see how it is at Central Florida. But he was at Arkansas. He could run the ball at Arkansas. He's hard to bring him. It's hard to tackle a kid. I saw him in person in Tuscaloosa. That's a big boy. He's hard to bring down. Gus is going to have his team ready to play in that game.
Absolutely.
Let me go this. I'll let you go back. But Florida's going to pay Samford $525,000 to come to Gainesville. But they're going to play Central Florida $800,000. I don't think the AD at Samford knew what Central Florida was getting. You would think.
Wait. Samford, Central Florida, are they equivalent?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would.
Here we go.
To me, I would have paid Samford more than Central Florida. That's just me. Hey, you take this, or we're not going to play you. All Florida. This is a big mistake by Florida. Playing Central Florida, I think. All that's doing is making them stronger. If FSU goes to the Big 12, Central Florida even makes them stronger because they're going to play them every year. I Central Florida's a threat to Florida. They're going to be a threat to FSU and Miami. Because like you pointed out, they got over 50,000 students?
It's like 60,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good location.
Yeah, great location.
Yeah, everything you pointed out, they can be a threat.
It's a cool school.
Why would Florida
I really
help them
liked
out?
that my daughter went there.
And let them lose this. Sanford received 2,000 tickets to the game, only 2,000. That game will kick off at 7 o'clock on September 7th on the SEC Network or ESPN Plus. So we'll see. The Flyers are all one time. They've only played, I think, one time, and then Florida beat them. I'm trying to think. Have they ever played Central Florida? Do you know? I'm trying to.
Oh, I'm sure they have, but I don't know right offhand. I can do a quick search.
No, I don't want you. I'll look. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish up what you were doing.
Okay. Well, the only other news that I had on Florida was that this off the field staffer, what they call a chief of staff, Mark Robinson, has defected to Georgia. Kirby has basically stolen this Mark Robinson, who Napier.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And Napier had very good things to say about him. But anyway, Mark Robinson moves on, accepts pretty much the same job at Georgia to be a chief of staff. Basically, they manage the off-field type things that go on. So anyway, that was the other news about Florida. And then remember that August 31st, Florida has its season opener. And it's in Gainesville against the Miami Hurricanes, which you alluded to earlier.
Yeah, and they're giving Miami 3,000 tickets. 2,000 tickets were going to Sanford, 3,000 to Miami.
How many to UCF?
5,000 tickets. On October 5th, Central Florida received 5,000 tickets for the game. This is a 3-game series, I guess. I think 2 of them are in Gainesville, one in Central Florida. I think that's what the deal was. And Central Florida's going to play Florida $250,000 for their return to come there to their place. $250,000. You're paying them $800,000. I don't get it, but we do get them twice in Gainesville, so that's okay. I get that. And the second time Central Florida comes to Gainesville, they're only going to pay them $200,000, I believe. So
apparently there have only been 2 games that Florida's played UCF in the past. That's what I'm seeing online.
Yeah, I'm sure they're 2-0.
Probably, yeah. If I had to guess,
I'm going to go print all this out and talk more of this tomorrow because I'm going to get more educated on this before I say too much more about these 3 games. But I'll be honest with you, I would not touch Central Florida.
So here you go. That first time they played UCF was 1996, and what did Florida do?
Beat them.
Went on to be
national. No, they lost. Yeah, they did win it. 96, they won it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying this is...
No, I'm just saying Florida's got a chance here.
There you go. You heard it here first, Dr. Chad Mitchell.
All right. What are we doing next?
That's all you got on the Gators?
That's all I got on the Gators.
No.
I mean, there's not, this is the part of the season I hate. I mean, if we had a football game to dissect, we'd have plenty to talk about.
This is the arrest season.
Well, and right now everybody's trying to keep their secrets and everything hidden right now because they don't want to give anybody a heads up on what's coming away.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Who's doing what, where, and how.
Go back to the coach that you brag on him, and he goes and takes a job at Georgia. But I get it, though. I get it. Billy Napier's on the hot seat. Kirby is
Mark
in the
Robinson.
penthouse. Yeah. Kirby's going to be at Georgia for a while.
Yeah.
And we all know if Billy doesn't have the year, we think.
Let's think about that for a second.
Loyalty counts.
Is he jumping off the ship early?
Is he not loyal?
Well, he's obviously not loyal, but is he jumping off the ship early? That's the question. Does he see something that Spurrier doesn't?
I think he's playing the numbers.
I think he is too.
You know you're going to have a job for a while.
Yeah, just follow the money. That's the usual.
You probably got a raise. Go to Georgia. You know you're going to be there for at least 3 or 4 more years. At Florida, and that's probably what Kirby told him. You can come here.
Right.
You can stay there if you want to, but it might just be 1 year.
Right. And then I can't guarantee you'd have a spot.
You don't think they're telling that to recruits? Yeah, you go on down to play at Florida if you want to, but
that's got to be brutal.
Their coaching staff here.
That's got to be a brutal behind the scenes kind of.
But I want to go back again. I think I'm going to say it again. It's a mistake for them to play in Central Florida. Central Florida has everything to gain. What does Florida get out of this?
Listen,
what do you gain
I like
playing
the fact
there?
that they're playing.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, I know you do.
I think they ought to. They ought to play.
No, they shouldn't.
They ought to play teams in Florida as well.
Why? Why? They don't have to. They should be playing teams out west. They never go out west play.
Well, you're just assuming Florida's going to lose that game.
Utah. They just got through playing Utah, which in the past they never did that. I take that back. They went out and played in Jerry's World against Michigan not too long, about 10 years ago, I think. But no, why would you? What does Florida have to gain by playing Central Florida? You get nothing. You're expected to win.
Recruits.
They don't. But
if they beat,
that doesn't help.
Crowd too. I mean,
Florida does not need to help. Beating Central Florida help them get players. Are you kidding me? They're the University of Florida. They're not Central Florida. They're the University.
They are stealing players.
They
from
are
Alabama.
the University
of Florida. What about money and attendance, though? I mean,
they can play.
You don't got to travel very.
They can play Southern Cal and get that.
No matter who.
They can play Georgia Tech and get that. My God,
man, we need to find some. We need football to start.
Why would you play them?
It's driving me
doesn't make
nuts.
any sense. Do not play these little. Alabama doesn't do it. They don't play Alabama, Birmingham, and they won't. It wasn't Saban. It was the other.
They just lose recruits to UCF. And that's my favorite team, Alabama.
He got me on that one.
I'm just, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Record that, John.
I'm telling you now. I'm not talking. I'm telling you now. They are making a mistake by playing Central Florida. Should have never scheduled them. That's just my opinion.
I get that.
Anyway, let's talk about some of our great people losing players. I don't want him. He wants to go Central Florida anyway.
I'm setting up the Alabama update.
Hey, I tell you one thing I won't do. Even on his Hatteras, I won't even get on it if he doesn't have Cito. Cito or don't go. How do I get up with him?
It's pretty easy. All you got to do, if you want to talk to somebody locally, you can talk to Brandon. He is a certified Coast Guard captain, and he takes care of the Panama City area and the Port St. Joe area, and you can call him at 850-234-2323, or just go to Cito.com and you can look over the whole thing. Cito all over the world. So no matter where you go, you got Cito.
Well, after I purchase that and I feel safe, I can get on a boat.
That's right.
Now we reward Chad, maybe buy him and his wife a little gift. Where should I go?
They've got some new owners over at David Adamson Jewelry, which you know what that means. That means they're going to give you the best deals that they possibly can to show you just how good they are. David Adamson Fine Jewelry, the new owners, of course, are Russ Klinger. He's been there for a long time, over 15 years of jewelry experience. And Amber Anderson, who's got 26 years.
Lives on Panama City Beach.
Yeah, lives here in Baytown. She's been doing jewelry for 26 years. They're over at 830 Highway 77 in Layden Haven, and it's still David Adamson Fine Jewelry and Design.
And we'll be right back with what you've been waiting on, the Alabama update. Hey.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Good morning, guys. Let me straighten this out.
I'll pull your mic on that Alabama update. You hear me? And like Michigan Eddie said the other day, we had the we had the Alabama update for 45 minutes the other day. That ain't the SEC. You got to have 195,000 to make it a big one. Don't start yawning on me.
Weekday morning 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Monday. A variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the west and temps near 89. Tonight we will have a possibility of thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies and be quite warm at 81. Partly sunny in the morning but otherwise definite thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 91. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Dothan and Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
And that's out of the ballpark.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
The Coach James Hale Show. Live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
A lot more excitement is yet to come.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Anytime now, Coach. No? Not ready?
No, y'all made fun of me. Roll Tide, roll.
I didn't think anything could stop him from saying that.
I'm not going to let you two ruin my day. I show kindness to both of you guys in the break. Y'all both.
Listen, I say Roll Tide all the time.
Talking about the way you treat me.
Roll it down the road.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
easy, polecat.
Alabama update brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you anytime, day or night. And what I tell you all the time, get it serviced about every 6 months, right before summer. If you hadn't done it yet, go get it done now. It's going to run better. Your house will cool quicker. It's just better. It saves you money. If you got an old one, and the other time you get it right before winter. If you got an old one, get rid of it. Buy a new one. It helps you save money. Believe me. I'm not talking to Rob right now. Alabama update brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. What'd you think about our left-hand quarterback that just signed a $212 million contract?
Dang.
Miami signed him to $53 million a year. Yeah, $53 million a year. He's only behind Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, and the kid from Green Bay just got a huge contract too. He's up there too. But guaranteed money, $167 million, guaranteed money. He was healthy in 2023. And he's been dealing with those issues ever since Bama. We got out of Bama. Remember the game at Mississippi State when he got hurt? It was like breaking news. They broke into all the other networks talking about how he had gone down. And the guy just comes on the scene as a true freshman, throws a 2nd and 26 for a touchdown and wins the national championship, freshman to freshman. Dante Smith. And both of them now are top 100 players in the NFL. Both of them are millionaires. Roll Tide. His last year's record for Miami, they were 11-6. He threw for a league-leading 4,624 yards in 2023. Pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
So they paid him. They showed him the money. They showing him love. Good job. And Roll Tide. How about that? I love it. I love that. That's one of my favorite players all time. One of my favorite players all time. I don't care if he's on the phone. He'll wait for me. Who is it?
I'm just going to, it's Rob.
Oh, okay. Rob. Well, I'll take it from Rob. I won't say, he's not listening, I hope.
Of course.
Rob,
I can't believe you make me stay on hold this long.
Rob, he just told me. I didn't know. He wouldn't. He just said it. You got to let me know.
With the contract he just signed, he could give back his salary and just keep the guaranteed money, his signing bonus, and restructure so they could get some help to block for him.
Yeah, there you go.
Could you imagine, Rob, seriously, could you imagine knowing you're guaranteed over 4 years you're going to get $167 million?
That's awesome.
I'm gone today.
You're taking that deal?
My locker out today.
I think I'd take that deal too.
Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness! I can't believe the amount of money they're paying these guys, these quarterbacks,
really.
and everything now.
And I don't know. I was listening to Pro Athlete. It says that basically, he goes, I play a kids game. That in a way that's what it is. I realize they're not kids out there, but let's face it, it's a game. It's not a it's life and death kind of thing. Or
it's crazy.
Yeah,
it really is crazy.
And I agree. I mean, everybody great. Everybody that can get as much money as they can, I'm all for that. But when you were talking about the other day, last week, on what it costs to take a family of 2 to a ball game.
Yeah.
I don't know where they got those ticket prices and hot dogs and drinks and parking passes prices from.
Yeah, because he was talking it was only like $230 was the average price.
Yeah.
Of $240, something like that.
You can't hardly go to the movie theater for that.
Right.
And the parking's free, But I mean, by the time you pay your booster contributions and all that, booster contributions are about $100 a game.
Oh yeah, at least
per seat.
Yeah.
So just to get a seat, a season ticket. So now that might be the ones. What they're making that on is the tickets that you can go online that they didn't really sell, that they're for the recruits and this and that they sell.
What it was, Rob, they took the average. They looked at the schedule, and some of those like Sanford, some of those tickets are probably Florida charging you $60. Then they're playing Georgia tickets are going to be costing you $95. So they did the average and then came up with it.
Hey, I bought season tickets for years. They haven't had a $30 ticket in 10 years, maybe 15 years, of a $30 ticket. Back when FSU played Oklahoma and Florida ticket and Miami ticket every year is $200, and that's been 5 years ago. That's the printed face value is. Oh, I know what they did. They took the average price that they went out and got a scalper in the third quarter that didn't sell all his tickets, and that's the price that they got.
So just for both of y'all, just for some added comment, in 2017, when my daughter went to UCF, I bought season tickets. I bought 4 season tickets. You know how much I paid?
How much?
$400 and something.
Wow.
No kidding.
For the year?
Yeah, for the year. Now, they were upper deck, but still, it was. I was like, how in the world?
What upper deck? They don't have an upper deck there.
Yeah, they do. It's
a bowl.
I know, but it's.
Oh, you're talking about higher
upper
up
seats.
Yeah. Well, you said upper deck.
Well, that's what
I'm trying to correct you, like you did.
They're row 60 to up, But anyway, back to that. What you all were saying earlier about the defensive backs and how great they're doing at the other school that y'all were talking about earlier, and the quarterback is his timing as well. To me, you figure out your timing on when you're hitting guys going across the middle, and your defensive backs are covering people. And I'll give it this: your defensive backs have been practicing against you. They know what routes you're running, so it's a whole lot easier to cover guys you've been practicing against for 6 months.
Right.
Than
that's a great point.
Seeing it every day. Yeah, every day the same place. Yeah, no doubt.
You can look over there and say, okay, they're lining up this way, so that he's either going to run. If it's a pass, look at my key. He's either going to run an out, or he's going to run this. So, but I'm glad to see that they're looking good. They got fast guys, and they're putting out good words. And we're not talking about somebody being in jail or anything like that, like some of the other schools.
Yeah, no child abuse, no wrecking.
Man,
there you go.
All right, Rob, you ruined my Alabama
One
update.
other thing I was going to say, these people that are recruiting are going all about this wrong. They need to find out who these guys' girlfriends are, where they're going to school. And then that's how you recruit these guys.
No, you know what? He's laughing. That's true.
No, because it's a great idea. That's why I was
Pony Express. The Pony Express.
Right. Hey,
do y'all remember the Pony Express? Do y'all remember the Pony Express SMU? Those 2 players. Yeah. Who were they?
I don't remember their names, but I have an idea. I can see them in my head.
The white guy. What was it? I can't think of his name.
He's a quarterback?
No, he's a running back. They had 2 great running backs.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Eric Dickerson, was he one of them? Look it up. Anyway, Coach Bryant.
One other.
No, what? No, you hush. Coach Bryant did what you said. He tried to get his girlfriend to come to Alabama. She could be a Bear girl. And that he did. He said when he was recruiting Alabama, it was hard telling Coach Bryant no, because his girlfriend, future wife, was going to go to SMU. And Coach Bryant tried to recruit her to come be a Bear girl.
It was Dickerson and James.
Yeah.
James. That's
exactly.
what it was, James. Yeah. You're right, Rob. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. These guys, young kids that are, recruiting and committing 2 years from now, when they quit, they broke up with their girlfriend that was going to Alabama, and now his new girlfriend's going to South Florida. So.
All right, we got to go.
Hey, one other thing, Smitty, if you've been watching the gymnastics, you ought to watch the beach volleyball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
God, you guys
Catch
must think I'm a
the beach
pervert.
volleyball.
Hey, Rob, you should have seen what he had, how he was dressed up when he was watching it. He fit right in with those people over in Paris.
I wasn't.
No
dressed.
thanks. y'all have a good day.
Bye.
See y'all later.
This show is descending.
That was good. I like that, Wildcat. All right, Alabama update. And what? Hey, don't tell me to interrupt my Alabama update for Rob ever again.
For Rob?
He's not listening now. He's hung up.
I had no control over that situation.
No, we'll let Rob do it.
We could always go into the Auburn
And then
update with Alabama
Coach
update.
Moon called while Rob was on the phone and said, "Go Dogs."
Well, I'll take Coach's call too. All right, we'll get back. We got Auburn. We got time to do some commercials real quick. J. Michael's Restaurant, Thomas Drive, the best seafood, the coldest beer, but they got world famous spaghetti every Wednesday, and it's packed out. Go check it out. You'll love it. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive. South Oak Title and Closing for all your real estate closing. It's Chuck Tucker. Ask Mark Coward. Ask Beth Moe. They do an incredible job selling real estate, and they all use South Oak Title and Closing. No doubt about that. I want to thank Stevenson Air Conditioning again for the Alabama update. They do an incredible job there for you anytime, day or night, throughout Northwest Florida. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. Happy hour, buy one, get one free, and they got lunch specials every day right across the street from the Navy base. Thursday nights karaoke. Go check it out. You have a great time. Tell David Coach sent you. And what's going on at Charlie Corn's place? I'll tell you what's going on Friday night. Fried or grilled fish. You pick what you want, fried or grilled. It's up to you. Baked beans, cheese grits, or french fries, rolling tea. Saturday is grilled or fried shrimp. And then Sunday, the big one, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, cream corn, rolling tea at the legendary Charlie Corn's Place on 15th Street, the best country cooking you'll get anywhere. We'll be right back with the Auburn Tigers on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
For 7 years, ESPN Northwest Florida has been your destination on the Panhandle for the Atlanta Braves.
He just blew the doors off that thing.
But our listeners are the real MVP.
Another dominating performance.
So this year, we're giving away more tickets to Truist Park than ever before. Keep listening to win family 4-packs to experience the Atlanta Braves. From ESPN Northwest Florida, PCB Hobby, Pepsi, Fairfield, Hampton Inn on Thomas, and Home 2 Suites.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Monday. A variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the west and temps near 89. Tonight we will have a possibility of thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies and be quite warm at 81. Partly sunny in the morning but otherwise definite thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 91. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Mid-South Lumber, where they treat you like family. Locally owned and serving the residents of Bay County for over 45 years. See Mid-South Lumber for all of your DIY projects, including windows, doors, siding, lumber, and millwork. Are you building a new home? Bring your contractor in to Mid-South Lumber and meet with a member of their sales team to discuss your framing, siding, windows, and doors. Mid-South Lumber, the biggest little lumber yard in Panama City. 717 West 11th Street.
Are you hungry for authentic Mexican cuisine? Then come to El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, where we serve up the freshest, most flavorful dishes on the beach. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, a great location, comfortable atmosphere, and happy hour from 3 to 7. Buy one, get one free, regular margaritas and 12-ounce house drafts. And you're going to love their lunch specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Plus, live music Wednesdays and Saturdays starting at 5:30. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, Thomas Drive, across from the Navy base.
He has a really low passenger rating on Uber. He punched a magician and started a petition to remove the penny from circulation.
Like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael studio.
Is he sane? I have no idea.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Eagle! Hey, Martha Kinney, James Guava, and Jenna. Big Auburn fans here in Northwest Florida. Auburn Updates brought to you by Beef O'Grays and Lynn Haven. Pat Perno does an incredible job over there, runs that restaurant like you would not believe. You walk in there, those people got a smile on their face. They always greet you. They treat you like family. The food's incredible. They truly do a great job. You ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. You want to have a great lunch, get out to Beef O'Brady's over in Lynn Haven, and you will have a wonderful time. Watch all sporting events, TVs everywhere. They got the 10 for 10 going on all the time. And then on Wednesdays, you get 10 wings and a side for $9.99. Incredible. And he's also the city commissioner of Lynn Haven, does an incredible job over there. You're fortunate enough to have him. He's truly a great man, no doubt about that. Matter of fact, we're going to go have lunch there tomorrow. I think Julie and I are going to go there and have lunch at Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. So come join us. Also, Auburn, I tell you what, I don't know if you kept up with any of this stuff, Chad, but Auburn's Big Cat Weekend, Hugh Freeze knocks it out of the ballpark. They do an incredible job. They truly did a great job. Got some big-time ball players coming in there. But this is the biggest deal. I'll get into some of these other players later, but here's the big deal right here. This kid can play. Antonio Coleman, okay? 4-star, Alabama commitment, defensive lineman. Antonio Coleman flips to Auburn. Let me give you the history of him. He first committed to Alabama September, okay? But then he flipped to Auburn in December. Then he flips back to Alabama in March and been with the Crimson Tide ever since. He goes to the Big Cat Weekend. What's he do? He flips back to the Auburn Tigers. I don't know if I've heard about this. Have you ever heard something like this? Twice to Alabama.
Sounds like he's got a commitment issue.
I don't know if I'd marry him. I'm not sure. Would you marry this guy?
No. I don't absolutely not.
Or go in business with him. Either one.
I tell you what, he can play football. The guy can play football. There's no doubt about that. Now the question is,
what if he wants to change the basketball?
Maybe. Yeah. Well, what's the money doing behind the scenes?
I don't know how Alabama, Auburn. They're going to go after him money, NIL money. You know that he'll get more and more, I'm sure. But the bottom line is, it's not over. I don't think Alabama's going to quit recruiting him. We got a long time before the signing date. Who knows where he ends up? I don't know. Maybe in the old days, they'd go get a recruit and hide them out. You know that? They would go get somebody, hide them out where no other coach could find them. And that's the reason we got all these rules we got now, because of the things they used to do back in the 60s and 70s. But anyway, I don't know where he's going to wind up going, but it doesn't matter. What Auburn has done in recruiting, Hugh Freeze, the receiver, the 5-star receiver is tearing up there. He was committed to Alabama, down in Foley. He was committed to Alabama. Hugh Freeze and his group go in there, and they flipped him. They're doing a really good job. And this class of 2026 is going to be one of the top classes in the country. There's no doubt about that. So great job, Hugh Freeze. Great job for the Auburn staff. And that's a big deal. Jeremy Brown, Bay High School coach, I think he was up there for Big Cat Weekend. I believe he saw some of the stuff that was going on up there. Here's some of the other players Auburn got at the Big Cat Weekend. Blake Woodby, 4-star cornerback, committed to Auburn, 5'11", 180 pounds, from Baltimore, Maryland. The kid can play. Kind of surprising. He was committed to the Ohio State Buckeyes. That's how good he is. He was committed to Ohio State Buckeyes. Then it was going to come down to Oregon money or Auburn money. You talking about NIL money? I think Yellowwood and the Auburn. I think everybody's on the same page up there. I don't think NIL money is a problem at Auburn right now. They want to win. They want to win big, and they got one of the elite defensive backs in the country. 5'11", 180. Again, he picked Auburn over Oregon. He was committed to Ohio State. That's just one of them. Now he's in the class. I think he's in the class of 2026. They also got a big edge rush guy, Harris. He's over the 22nd best player in the nation on 24/7. From Jameson High School, he picked Auburn over LSU and Tennessee. Big 4-star edge rusher. 22 best overall player in the country. What else did Auburn do? They get what's that guy's name? I can't think of his name now. Write it down. Tool or something like that. Anyway, they got him. He's the 5th best linebacker in the nation. 6'3", 210 out of Mobile, Alabama. Had 30 offers. This kid can play also. So Auburn knocked it out of the ballpark in recruiting. Garrett, another linebacker, Jamar Michael Garrett. He picked Auburn over LSU. He's also in the class of 2026, 6'2", 205 pounds, number 9 linebacker, number 8 best player from the state of Alabama. So Auburn's just knocking out of the ballpark. I think they got 5 total big-time ball players.
It was Shadarius Tootle.
That's it.
Trying to
What's his first name?
Shadarius.
Tootle,
yeah,
that's
last
it, right?
name Tootle.
Okay, that's him. 6'3", 210 in Mobile, Alabama. So, Chad, they always do well, Big Cat Weekend. They did it again. I mean, these are some great high school football players. And again, most of these guys are 2026 class. Auburn 2026 class will be a top 5 recruiting class. Wait and see. Bama's got 1 commitment right now from 2026 class as of yesterday. Auburn's got 5 really good football players. Hey, excuse me, I had to take a drink of water. I apologize for that. What else going on with Auburn? Let's see. What we got? The top 50 coaches in the country. Auburn Hugh Freeze did not make the top 50 list. I mentioned that the other day. But here's the number 1 coach. Top 50 coaches. The number 1 coach in the country. Who is it?
Top 50? There's 50
Who's the number 1?
I think.
Who's number
Kirby Smart.
Correct, sir. Who's number 2? Who's number 2?
Mike Norvell.
Well, this survey, I don't know if it was ESPN or what, it was Alabama's DeBoer. His record's incredible now. His record's unbelievable. He's number 2. Number 3.
Are these numbers matching up with what they're getting paid?
Pretty much. Number 3 is from Oregon, Lanning.
Yeah, Dan Lanning.
Yeah, look at this. Number 4, number 4, Texas head coach Stark. And number 5, Ole Miss coach Kiffin. What do you guys think about that?
Kiffin's a good coach.
He is.
And he's going to have the most talent he's had on an Ole Miss team. And so, I mean, I'm interested to see what they're going to be able to do.
Well, you look now, okay, he didn't make the top 50, but when you look at the top percentage of head coaches, winning percentage of head coaches, Hugh Freeze is there. No, he's not.
I was going to say, how can that happen?
Where's he ranked compared to Gus Malzahn?
I don't know. Top winning. Who are the top winning percentage coaches in the country? Who do you think?
Oh, God.
Come on. Who do you think the winning percentage-wise, Chad? Quit looking up on the computer and just answer the question.
Well, I don't know the answer.
Why can't we?
Other than Kirby's got to be number 1.
No, he's not.
Oh, not by winning percentage.
He's number 2. He's won 8. This is incredible. 855. But Ryan Day, Ohio State coach, which is really kind of on the hot seat, he's won.
Really?
875. He's only lost a few games, guys. It's crazy.
That's all those patsy teams.
Landing is at 815. Lincoln Riley's at 804.
Dare you say that on a Friday?
DeBoer is 804
I'll
also.
say it.
Unbelievable. How much time I got?
Not enough. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Anyway, but the big news coming out of Big Cat Weekend was Auburn flipping the Coleman kid, Antonio Coleman. That was big. That and also knocked Bama out of the number 1 class in the country. Bama falls to number 2. They were number 1, so Auburn put a little hurt on them right there. Good job again for the Auburn Tigers. They had the all-time winning percentage of the SEC schools teams. Auburn came in 8th.
Is there an end
SEC.
date on when these guys can quit flipping from one college to another?
Well, you got a signing date in December, and then you're with that team. But until they hire them as employees like the NFL, they can transfer out.
Transfer out anytime
they can do whatever they want.
Middle of the season, going home.
The player has all the control now. The coaches doesn't have really anything. In the old days, it was reversed.
Great day to be a coach.
To everything. No, it's not. It's a great day to be a player.
Being sarcastic.
Yeah. Good job. All right, let's take a break. When we get back, we'll talk with Chad Mitchell, Wildcat. But before we do that, let's talk about Dr. Ward. What a great job he does. He truly is outstanding what he does. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. Take care of your skin. And he'll tell you all the time, don't be out in the sun between 10 and 4 if you don't have to.
Wear your sunscreen.
Yes, a long sleeve
50,
shirt.
75.
Yeah, take care of that skin. Now, if you have an issue, it doesn't look right, feel right, any kind of bleeding, you don't put it off. You call Dr. Ward, make an appointment, go in and see him. 5 minutes can save your life. They check you up and down, all around, in and out. They do a great job, and that's Dr. Ward. You listen to him right here on ESPN Northwest Florida every Wednesday at 7:30. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen for you. He'll be here tomorrow. Looking forward to that. We'll be talking about everything college football. Guy's incredible. It really is. And again, Newbies, 3 great locations on Panama City Beach. The new one is St. Andrews. We'll have more on that later. But you guys, Newbies, especially Newbies still on the curve to watch all these sporting events. You can watch the Olympics, having a nice drink, shoot pool, watch what's going on. Professional baseball, Newbies 2 is unbelievable. Thank you, Pat Perno, for the Auburn update from Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Don't forget on Wednesdays, 10 wings and a side for $9.99. We'll be right back, 104.3. ESPN, Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida is your home for college football and the Auburn Tigers.
He's in! Touchdown Auburn!
We heard you, Tiger fans. So this season, we're airing every single game. And you can take that to the bank.
It's off in the end zone!
Plus, the biggest games in the SEC and around the country play here on your official station for college football, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey folks, Chris Kramer with Bill Kramer GM. And the best place to listen to the Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey is inside a brand new vehicle from Bill Kramer GM. And I want you to know we've got 10 times the amount of inventory on the ground as we did this time last year, and darn near all of them are discounted. So shop us online at BillKramerGM.com or visit us at the corner of Frankfurt and 23rd. We'll make it easy and take great care of you.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? We can typically replace them while you wait. Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? In many cases, we can have it back to you the next day. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, just south of Tractor Supply. The best place in town to take a leak.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We can get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we can take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all.
These men need inspiration.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
They're motivated by Vicodin and Road Skank.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We have the newest, latest ESPN Computer Power Index. Here we go. Coming at number 25 out of the ACC. In the latest ESPN Power Index poll. SMU.
That sounds so important.
It is important. SMU. Southern Methodist.
They're
Good
making
job.
a comeback.
Yeah. Number 24, Arizona, out of the Big 12. Out of the ACC, and a lot of people think they're going to be better than this. I kind of think they will be too. At number 23, Miami. Number 22, out of the Big 12, Kansas State. Number 21, I do think they'll be better than this. Number 21, out of the ACC, Louisville. Now get this. The computer is siding with Coach Steve Spurrier, okay? I'm going to get ready to flip. I'm going to start jumping on Florida's bandwagon. The Florida Gators, according to ESPN computer models, are ranked 20th in the country. The Florida Gators.
Florida Gators, 20th in the country this year.
Yeah, Spurrier said they're going to win 8 games. We're all saying they're going to be lucky to win 4. At number 19, get this, Chad, number 19, the Auburn Tigers. That's good. Some people have them not being very good this year, and others people think they're going to be pretty good. I think they're going to be pretty good. At number 18, out of the Big Ten. Now, we just had 2 SEC schools. Out of the Big Ten, number 18th ranked, USC, the Trojans. Number 17, out of the Big 12, Kansas. Number 16, from the SEC. That not much love for this one now. And their schedule, I think they got this wrong. Because
I think they have this wrong, too.
Yeah, because this schedule is really
Well, the Kansas
favorable.
one surprised me, but go ahead. Do it again.
Yeah, Kansas, I've been hearing good things about Kansas. Anyway, 16's Ole Miss out of the SEC.
You can't tell me Ole Miss and Kansas are going to be similar quality teams.
I think Ole Miss is a lot better.
Back like that.
Ole Miss is a
That
lot
doesn't
better.
make sense to me.
The 15th ranked team, ESPN computer, out of the ACC.
Now, wait a minute. Is this before the Microsoft crash or after the Microsoft crash?
I like how you're thinking, John.
I don't know.
Yeah, was the power pulled? These are power rankings. Maybe the power went out.
I don't know.
Battery power.
Yeah.
Coming in number 15 out of the ACC, Clemson. Now, that would be disappointing for Dabo. I mean, that would not be a good year for them. All right, Texas A&M with their new head football coach, they expect good things out of him. I do too. They got Texas A&M ranked 14th in the country. This would be.
I don't know. I'm
think they're
going to
good.
disagree with that one. I think they're not going to be as good as everybody thinks.
You got to give the coach some time,
You
right,
do,
Coach?
and I think
I disagree with both you guys. I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be pretty good.
let it be noted.
Yeah, record this one. I think they're going to be better than you think.
I can mark it right on.
Now, this one, I think they're going to be disappointed if they rank 13th in the country. It'll back-to-back 10-win seasons. It's his 3rd year with his players at LSU. Brian Kelly should be better than that. How well is the defense play? Offense, there's no way they can be as good as they were last year, I don't think. LSU comes in 13th out of the SEC. Number 12, defending national champ, brand new coaching staff, a lot of new players, Michigan. And number 11, not a lot of love here, number 11 out of the ACC, last year's champion, ACC champion, FSU ranks 11th.
You think they're trying to keep them out of the playoffs again?
I wouldn't say that. When would they ever do that? When would they do that? They did that to Georgia. Not
They're
FSU.
right there around 12.
That's a good point.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're 11th. They're in. All right, here we go. Here are your top 10 schools for the 2024 season, depending on if you believe in the ESPN latest and newest Power Poll Index. Number 10 out of the SEC, and I do think they're pretty competitive, Missouri. Number 9, and they are going to be good. I like their quarterback. I like this team. The Tennessee Volunteers. Number 8, what about this one? A lot of love on Oklahoma.
These next 3, I'm not so sure about.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of love. Oklahoma, let's keep hearing good things, but we'll find out.
Well, yeah, they're gonna have to prove it.
Tennessee goes to Oklahoma. Alabama goes to Oklahoma. They play at Auburn. We'll see.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what their record is.
A lot of love for the SEC. Number 7, independent power, Notre Dame. Number 6,
overrated.
Number 6, out of the Big Ten, James Franklin.
Overrated.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see it.
Here are your top 5 teams Number 5, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Number 4, I'm not buying this one.
I'm not buying this at number 4 either.
I would flip 2 and 4. Number 4, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
They should be higher.
Yeah. Number 3, Texas Longhorns.
They're
the
about
SEC.
right. They're up there.
So you got 2 SEC and 2 Big Ten. Number 2, all the love in the world for this program. They got all the money in the world also.
I think they're going to suffer some losses.
Oregon.
I think they're going to suffer some losses.
The Ducks, you said the Ducks are going to lose.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
I think there's going to be a duck hunt in the Big Ten.
That's another like Kansas City team. They're just coming out
taking
of
those
nowhere.
labs? Taking those lab puppies over
Yeah,
there?
I think there's going to be a duck hunt in the Big Ten.
What were you saying?
I was saying that it, like Kansas, that's one of those teams that just came out of nowhere and all of a sudden are hitting the top 10 ratings.
Yeah.
And I don't get that.
They were 17th.
Yeah, Missouri's one, though. Missouri has really improved.
They get a lot of love out of that Ohio State win, the Cotton Bowl. Number 1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs.
You know, until Ohio State proves it, Georgia is number 1 to me. Until Ohio State proves it.
I got to feel. You look who Georgia got to play.
I'm saying Ohio State's got the talent. They definitely have the talent. The question is, can their coach do the job?
I just think Georgia's schedule is going to catch up with them when you play that many good teams.
Oh, yes. No, you can't.
Ohio State's passed a lot easier this year. They'll tell you, the Buckeye boys will tell you, their schedule's not that tough. I think Ohio State's loaded. They are completely loaded. All right, let's get into Georgia. You're talking about Georgia.
You want to talk about their schedule?
No, I want to talk about
You
Kirby
just mentioned
Smart.
it.
Kirby Smart wishes, this is what he said, and it's made somebody upset. Kirby Smart said he wished he had Oregon's money. Now, I don't know if you've been keeping up with Chad. Oregon's been getting players from Ohio State. They've been getting players from Texas. I mean, the elite players are going to Oregon. It's all about NIL money. Phil Knight, the owner of Nike, made it clear he wants a national championship before he dies, and he's getting up there in years. He's giving all kind of money. And really, Jason Kovaleski made a great point, and so these other coaches are starting to comment on it now. We're going with Nike uniforms, which is giving Nike all this money, and now they're getting players we normally get. I wouldn't be a bit surprised when these contracts run out. You'll see some of these big-time schools
Under Armour
going somewhere else. Yeah, I'm serious about that. But anyway, Kirby said that. He goes, I wish I had his money. So what did Oregon's coach say? He didn't like that. Oregon's head coach Landing, he said that I think he's impressed that guys like Kirby, now listen to what he says. This is before NIL, okay?
The drama.
Yeah. Listen to this. He goes, I've been impressed that guys like Kirby, they've been signing the number 1 class in the nation without any NIL money the entire time. You know what that meant. Yeah. And then he goes, anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. They both got a little cut on each other.
Yeah. Listen, they're probably talking to each other this morning and laughing like.
Well, this is what Landing.
We made the news.
Yeah,
after Landing said all that, got everybody kind of laughing, and got like your reaction you did.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, Coach Smart took a shot on us, and it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. But he took a shot on us. So you want to be in the top 10." You got to be better and have great support, and we have great support at Oregon. So he said, Kirby took a shot at us, we took one back at him, and then he laughed about it. He talked about, I wouldn't have been anything without him. I wouldn't be sitting here where I'm at right now without Kirby Smart. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
His record is 22 wins, 5 losses at Oregon. Now, who he's lost to? He lost to Alabama's head football coach twice last year, regular season, and then also he lost to him again in the Pac-12 championship game. So good job, DeBoer. He worked at Georgia for Kirby. He hired him in 2018. In 2019, he promoted him to defensive coordinator at Georgia, and he helped Georgia win the national championship. So a guy knows what he's doing. He's a good coach. And this was all in fun. They got after each other, kidding, and it was pretty cool. But Kirby made a point. He doesn't have Phil Knight's money. Nobody has that type of money.
Yeah.
So anyway, Now, how much time I got?
Money changes everything. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Do you want to talk about Georgia's schedule? I think it's brutal.
So they got Clemson to start in Atlanta.
That's going to be a tough game.
Tennessee Tech.
That's tough.
Then Kentucky.
No, that's a joke.
So they have
Yeah.
Then they have an off week, and they play Alabama, Auburn, Mississippi State, and Texas back to back.
The big one is in Tuscaloosa.
Then they have an off week for Florida. But then it's back to back: Florida, Ole Miss, Tennessee.
That's 3 tough ones right there.
Then their last 2 are UMass and Georgia Tech. Their last 2 are not very.
They're at
tough.
They're at Texas. They're at Alabama, and they're at Ole Miss. Come on.
Yeah,
I don't care who
that's a tough
you are.
schedule.
I don't care who you are. You went all through.
I mean,
them.
but think about this. So they're playing out. They get a bye week. They're playing Alabama, then Auburn, then Mississippi State might not be anything, but then they're Texas and Austin. You're right.
They have a bye week before Texas.
No, they do not.
Wow.
They have well, unless you call Mississippi State a bye week.
No.
Yeah.
Where's Mississippi State game played?
Still got to travel.
Athens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So it's Tuscaloosa, Athens for Auburn, Athens for Mississippi State, then Austin for Texas.
Yeah. Watch out for that Texas game.
Yep.
When is the Ole Miss game?
The Ole Miss game is November 9th.
Who they have before
It's
then?
right after Florida. It's Florida.
They
then
got an
Ole
open
Miss.
date for Florida, and then Ole Miss.
Yep.
Wow. I don't care, man.
So
That's a tough schedule.
Georgia does have a
And listen,
relatively
you're going to
tough-
find
and then
out.
Tennessee after
Georgia
that.
Tech,
Florida,
Georgia
Ole
Tech.
Miss, Tennessee.
Georgia Tech's better than what people think. I think they're going to be better this year. Tennessee, where they play Tennessee at?
Athens.
Okay, but I'm tell you what, Tennessee's going to be good, guys. That quarterback can play. I think Tennessee's going to be a sleeper. They're going to be good, really good. All right, let's take a break. Chad, what's the best way to get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates, 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
Turpro Pest Control. Do you want that yard to look beautiful? I tell you what, call Patrick. His group will come out. They'll do an incredible job. They'll get a game plan up. They execute it to perfection, and that yard is beautiful. Turpro Pest Control, number 1. Just like Cito, they're number 1. If they do, you don't get on a boat unless you got Cito.
That's right. And all you got to do is go to Cito.com and pick your own plan. Easy as that.
And before you get on that boat, go by Paparazzi. Get you a pizza and take with you. They'll wrap up your stuff really good for you, especially if you get a sandwich. If you get some dessert. They got the best bakery. You can get the Paradise Cake, Napoleon, unbelievable.
And a
you
brand
can't
new
beat
bar.
it. Got the bars incredible. You can't take that with you on the boat though. Paparazzi Pizza on Thomas Drive is outstanding. We'll be right back for our last 15 minutes with Dr. Chad Mitchell, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
America's team plays here.
And a rocket to right field. This thing is into orbit.
The Atlanta Braves on ESPN Northwest Florida. Acuna, Ozzie, and Austin Riley lead the Braves' high-powered offense.
Swung on, belted, deep right field. Get out of here, Ozzie. Home run. Ball game.
The Atlanta Braves on ESPN Northwest Florida is sponsored by Brock's Pest Control. Store more portable buildings, reliable hydraulic solutions. Billberg Kia and Mid-South Lumber.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Monday. A variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the west and temps near 89. Tonight we will have a possibility of thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies and be quite warm at 81. Partly sunny in the morning but otherwise definite thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 91. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Dothan and Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
He's
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
If your neighbor, employer, or grandmother were traumatized by comments made on the Coach James Hale Show.
One thing people aren't saying a whole lot about, and I'll probably get in trouble,
but just wanted to take this moment to say, get bent. We're live from the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
You really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah, you really got
jamming in there. It's a good.
I just listened to it. That's good.
Struck a nerve.
Yeah. That's an old song right there, man. And welcome back to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We can do that. Top 10 college football title by national championships winners. Handle. I don't know what the heck this is. I don't want to do that.
It's your handwriting.
I know. It's beautiful. I had the Big Ten listings, what their list was, who's going to finish, and all that kind of stuff. Do you have that? You got that pulled up? Pull that back up. I had that, and I can't find it. Ohio State's definitely the favorite to win it. Them in Oregon.
Yeah. What surprised me is where they had Michigan ranked. You had Michigan ranked pretty high in that last little poll that we did. But anyway, they were talking about the schedules, who had the toughest schedules in the Big Ten. That's what I have here.
Go.
But number 18, Rutgers. Number 17, Penn State. So they're saying Penn State's got one of the easiest schedules in the Big Ten, right? And we can look at that here in a little bit. Iowa's next. Nebraska. Well, Nebraska needs an easy schedule. Down to 14, the Michigan Wolverines. Where's Michigan Eddie when you need him? And talk about how easy the schedule is for
I don't see how
Michigan.
they say that. They got Ohio State and Texas and Oregon. That's three really good teams. So,
yeah, they got USC, Minnesota, Washington, at Illinois, Michigan State, Oregon, at Indiana, Northwestern, and at Ohio State. I mean, it's still a decent schedule.
You got three teams ranked in the top five.
Yeah, that's a decent schedule, but
schedule.
Maybe they got a better chance at making the playoffs with that schedule.
Yeah.
At 13 is Indiana Hoosiers. 12 is the Oregon Ducks. The Ducks have UCLA, Michigan State, Ohio State, Purdue, Illinois, Michigan, Maryland, Wisconsin, and Washington. At 11 is the Maryland Terrapins. Then the Wisconsin Badgers at number 10. They do play Alabama this year in addition to their Big Ten schedule. So then you've got the USC Trojans at number 9. The Northwestern Wildcats at number 8. Number 7 is the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Let's see what their schedule looks like since they're saying it's getting tough. Iowa, Michigan, USC, UCLA, Maryland, Illinois, Rutgers, Penn State, Wisconsin. That doesn't sound too bad to me. If I were SEC school, I'd want that schedule.
Really?
UCLA, they're saying, has the 6th toughest. Number 5, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Let's look at who they play. Michigan State, it's at Michigan State. Iowa, at Oregon. That's going to be a tough game. Nebraska, now they're a dumpster fire. At Penn State, I think they'll beat them. Purdue and Northwestern, Indiana, and then Michigan, which they haven't beaten the last couple of years. So I don't know. That's the 5th hardest schedule in the Big Ten. Anyway, it doesn't sound that bad to me. I think Florida's got a much worse schedule than this.
Yeah, who made this?
I don't know.
Who made that list?
Number 4 is Michigan State. And number 3 is the Fighting Illini of Illinois. And then number 2 is the Washington Huskies, which we'll get back to. And then they're saying the team with the worst schedule in the Big Ten is the Purdue Boilermakers. So the Huskies. They play Northwestern. They're at Rutgers, Michigan, at Iowa, at Indiana, USC, at Penn State, UCLA, and at Oregon. That doesn't sound like all that bad a schedule to me.
Maybe.
And then Purdue, Nebraska, at Wisconsin, at Illinois, Oregon, Northwestern, at Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan State, at Indiana. So yeah, their end of the season is tough. But anyway, that's supposedly the ranking of, easiest to toughest schedule in the Big Ten.
Okay. I don't know about that stuff.
There's a lot of argument could be made over that.
I'm trying to find the order of the Big Ten when they came out of media days, and I can't find it for some reason. Can you believe that?
So out of curiosity, you got your two new teams in the ACC. You want me to talk about this? Cal and SMU and what their schedules look like.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So Cal, gosh, I don't even know this symbol. I don't know which team is this.
There's a couple of them say.
Hey, what's the Cincinnati symbol with an A in the middle?
I have no idea. What? I don't think
it's a C with. It may not be Cincinnati, but it's a C with an A in the middle.
The Bearcats.
Is that who that is?
That's a Bearcat. Should be a paw.
Nah, that's not.
No.
Nah, that's not them. Anyway, I'm looking at the symbols. So Cal has Auburn on September 7th. Gosh, I've got this thing. It's got symbols, and so I'm confused by some of these because I don't know.
How
these
much time
teams.
we got? How much time we got? 4.
So Cal's got Auburn and FSU, then Miami, Pitt, North Carolina State, then Oregon State, Wake Forest, Stanford, and SMU. Those are some.
Yeah, I'd rather I wish they'd put the names instead of the.
I do too, but that's what I pulled up.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of these little symbols from these Division III teams.
I'm with
not
you.
So sure.
When they did that for a baseball poll, I don't know who they are.
Listen, I mean, I know the majority of them, but these I do not know. So
yeah, crazy.
I don't know who Cal's playing. That's the better way to say it.
You got any more of those?
I got SMU.
Okay.
Looks like they play UConn, BYU, TCU, Florida State, the Louisville Cardinals, Stanford, Duke, Pitt, Boston College, Virginia, and then they play Cal last. Yeah. So that's SMU's schedule right there.
I'm going to go with this tomorrow with the Big Ten boys in here. But here's your Big Ten predictions. This is in order. 18 teams now. 18th, Purdue. 17, Indiana. 16, Michigan State. 15, UCLA. 14th, Northwestern. 13th, Illinois. 12th, Minnesota. 11th, Maryland. Now, this is the order of finish of the top 10 teams in the Big Ten. At number 10, Washington, which just played for the national championship, lost their head coach, lost a lot of good players. Number 9, Rutgers. Number 8, Nebraska. Number 7, Wisconsin. Yeah, number 8.
I don't know.
Matt Rule's a good coach now.
I know he's a good coach, but
we'll see. Number 9, Rutgers. Number 8, Nebraska. How much time? Well, you know what? You'll find out more about this tomorrow because I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you. You have to listen tomorrow to finish up on the Big Ten Network. Chad, what's the best way to get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates, 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
It's so good to have you back. I mean, I love being abused and warned by you and Wildcat. It's unbelievable.
It is good to have
Polecat.
Polecat.
No, don't start that.
Polecat.
And don't forget on next Tuesday and next Friday, we're going to be giving away 2 different 4-packs of tickets to the Atlanta Braves baseball game. They're going to be playing Washington, I think, on August the 24th. So be listening on those days.
Cannot wait, man. I wish I could go. That'd be great. All right, Ryan Mosey's got a great show lined up from 11 to 1. David will be in the Underdogs 4 to 6, the Mouth of the South from 6 to 10. Paul Feinbaum and You can also watch him on the SEC Network. Where we react tomorrow, we'll be talking about everything you want to know about tomorrow, as far as you know.
Who knows?
I thought you said we had 30. That's the longest 30 seconds I've ever heard.
Tick-tock.
Tick-tock.
He wanted to get something in.
Yeah, play the music. Let's go. I'm going to get out of here. All right, we're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Atlanta Braves play here.
We're giving away family 4-packs of tickets to see the Atlanta Braves play the Washington Nationals on August 24th during the week of winning. Your first chance to win Braves tickets will be with the Coach James Hale Show, Tuesday, August 6th at 7:40. Plus, listen to the Inside Drive and the Afternoon Underdogs for more chances to win during the week of winning on your home for the Atlanta Braves.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Monday. A variety of some clouds and likely thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the west and temps near 89. Tonight we will have a possibility of thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies and be quite warm at 81. Partly sunny in the morning but otherwise definite thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 91. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you tired of hearing 2 weeks when you call to get your boat worked on? Hey folks, it's Chris Kramer with Kramer Marine and Outdoor, and we'll get you in and back out on the water as quick